What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Here we are with another reaction video, and in this one we have honest American reaction to the NHS, UK annual leave, maternity pay, and more. And I'm excited to see the Americans' reaction. I'm excited myself as an American to react. Before we dive in, if you happen to enjoy, smash that subscribe, give the video a thumbs up. If you'd like to support this channel by becoming a member, tap that join button to receive your exclusive benefits. See what we got.
£200, is that our final guess?
That is, yes.
Okay. It costs £0.
What?
Hey guys, welcome back to the Girl Gone London channel. If you're new here, my name is Caitlin. I'm an American who's lived in the UK for almost 10 years, except now I'm in America and this is my best friend, Emily. In this video, you guys wanted me to get my friends and family's reactions to certain facts about the UK or things about the UK that are different from the US. So Emily has been to the UK a few times to visit me and is pretty well up on things. I've come up with some questions that I'm gonna ask and she is going to react to different things about the UK and we're just gonna have a discussion about some of the differences. So,
let's do it.
So, okay, the first question. Do you know how many different nations make up the UK? Now, I get in trouble for this because I'm not even sure if you call them nations or countries.
I'm gonna say 4.
I mean, it's countries. Like, how many different countries make up the UK?
Oh gosh.
You can do it.
I'm gonna expose myself.
Okay. Okay, what's the first country that you've been to?
England.
Okay.
Okay.
What's the next one?
Scotland.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
What's the other one that's on the same landmass that we didn't go to?
Ireland. Wales.
Northern Ireland.
Wales.
Oh.
Wales.
And the fourth one is
Northern Ireland.
I said 4.
Oh, wow.
I done watched enough reaction videos I reacted to enough UK videos at this point where I got it. I knew it was 4.
Oh, my geography skills are coming out.
There you go.
Watch out.
But if any of you British people tried to name the American states, I bet you couldn't.
Oh.
Okay.
It's a lot of.
How
I
much
couldn't
do you
do
think
it.
it costs for an ambulance ride in the UK?
Oh wow.
In pounds.
In pounds. Okay. Part of me wants to say 200 pounds. I don't know.
Okay, £200. Is that our final guess?
That is, yes.
Okay. It costs £0.
What?
Yeah.
Because at the NHS, you don't have to pay for an ambulance ride.
I mean, here we just choose to
Shocked.
use our own cars.
Exactly.
You could have your arm chopped off.
Yeah.
We're no, we got it. I'll take the Honda.
Yeah.
Yeah, because an ambulance ride costs so much here.
Yeah, I think I
Yeah.
couldn't even give you a ballpark because it's so.
I think it's in the thousands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
we just don't.
free. I mean, you pay for it obviously at some point,
Right, but
you don't pay per ambulance ride.
Right.
£0.
Yeah.
wow.
There you go. That's actually shocked.
Yeah.
That's
I mean, that's how it should be. Healthcare should be a right. You should not have to pay thousands of dollars to ride in an ambulance. And that is why, yeah, like she said, we will choose. And let's take the Honda. Yeah, I know I got one arm. I know I'm bleeding out very quickly. But that's why we need to quickly get into that Honda. Because what good is it for them to save my life and for me to be in debt? In debt. Yes. They're going to save my life just for me to have a heart attack when they tell me the price of the bill.
We used to have lots of American students when I used to have a different job who would be the same thing. You're like,
Yeah.
I'm not going to the hospital. And we're like, why? And they're like, because I can't afford it. And
Yeah.
we're like, it's free.
It's free.
That's the point of the NHS.
Yeah.
Next question.
What is
How much do you think the first income tax percentage is? So there's a certain percentage. It's 0% if you make under £11,000. But the
Okay.
first, once you start earning, what percentage is income tax?
Let's say
In percent numbers.
17%.
Just take a guess.
maybe 5%. I don't know.
Okay, the guess is 5%.
Yes.
It's 20%.
Okay.
I was
so
close.
way off.
Hey, I'm very close. I'm telling you, I understand the UK more and more. I'm very close on that.
20% is the first like income tax bracket.
Dang.
But that stuff goes towards things like the NHS.
Right.
and
Yeah.
stuff. What is income tax here? We're in Florida. Do you even know?
Ooh.
Florida doesn't have income tax, does it?
I don't think so. California does, I think.
So do you pay, what do you pay any, like what do you pay in, like
Just sales
what type?
tax.
Yeah.
Like, I think
We
7.5%.
7% sales tax.
I think, something around that.
But then do you keep all of the money that your like your employer gives you?
No, because some of it comes out in like Social Security.
Social Security and
Yeah.
stuff. Okay. Yeah, but I don't think Florida has an income tax.
Right. I don't think so.
Okay. So Florida, 0.
Well, they don't have like a state tax, but I'm pretty sure they have like an income tax, don't they? You gotta have an income. Do you not? You gotta be taxed on your earnings. Yeah. There's a federal income tax. I'm sure Florida's not exempt from. I don't know. They got me questioning things. I've never been to Florida, but they got me questioning things now.
UK, 20%.
20.
As the first.
Here I was thinking 5.
Starting point. Okay, next question. How many sick days do you think you get in the UK?
Oh gosh. And this is
However
different.
many
How
you
many
need.
sick days do you get? Do you know? Is it like a number?
Well, ours
Maybe
is kind
4
of
or
weird
5.
because we kind of combine it with our holiday time.
wow.
So we get technically 3 weeks of PTO that we could use when we're sick or if we're going to the UK. So
3 weeks isn't bad actually. 3 weeks PTO if sick or vacation. So you ain't gonna use that for your sick days though. You're just gonna come into work sick more than likely. You're gonna use all that for vacation because, yeah. For UK, I'll say just whenever you're sick. I don't know. If I have to put a number, if I have to guess the number, I'd say like 14 sick days. But I'll say whenever you're sick.
Okay.
There's
but
not a
I'm thinking
limit,
you
is
guys
what I'm
would
saying.
probably get maybe like 2 weeks of sick time.
Okay, it's basically unlimited because if you're sick, then they're not gonna make you. Yeah.
I know the UK. I got
So that
y'all.
would never happen.
The next question is going to be about paid time off, or what they would call annual leave. But for the most part, if you're ill, what they call being sick, because being sick, do you know what being sick means in the UK?
What?
It means throwing up.
Oh.
So I'm always like, oh, I've been sick, and I
Yeah.
think they mean a lot of people will use that to be like, oh, I've thrown up.
Oh.
Americans don't say.
Yeah.
We say like
Oh.
sick to mean the same thing as ill, which is what
Yeah.
most people say. But yeah, like it doesn't take away from your vacation time if you're sick.
It shouldn't.
Isn't that crazy?
That's crazy. That's
I know.
very different from how we
Don't you want to
operate.
move to the UK?
I mean, you could get the flu and you still have to be cranking out those
Yup.
emails. So
Yup.
Okay, the next question is how many vacation days do you think we get in the UK?
Is it 4 weeks?
Like
28 days?
Days, and it's mandated by the government.
28 days. I'll say. I don't know.
maybe like 20 days a year.
Good guess, closer. So it's 28 days.
I'm telling you. See, bro, make me a citizen. UK, make me a citizen at this. I know everything about the country at this point. I watched so many videos. Just make me an honorary citizen. That's all I'm saying.
Include bank holidays, like there's like 8 of them or something, so they can tell you that you have to like take Christmas off, and that counts towards the 28. So it basically
That's
for most
incredible.
people works out to 4 weeks ish, 4 to 5 weeks
Wow, that's
as minimum.
Yeah.
Minimum.
That's awesome.
crazy.
That's
we're lucky
awesome.
if we get maybe a week here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. You saying 3 weeks, I was
Yeah.
like, wow.
And that's sick
And that's
combined
also
with
sick.
vacation. So
Yeah.
So, yeah. Okay, next question. How many days or weeks do you think a pregnant woman could get of maternity leave in the UK?
I'm going to say 6 months. I'm going to say 6 months.
maybe I'm just gonna say maybe 4 weeks.
Higher.
Really? Okay. 6 weeks?
Higher. Times it by like 10. 52 weeks, a whole year.
A whole year?
A whole year.
I said 6 months? You get a whole year? Oh, I didn't know I knew some countries in Europe offered a year, in some countries even a little bit more. But I literally didn't know the UK maternity pay and maternity leave. You got a whole year. That's wild. That's absolutely incredible. Shout out to the UK. I thought 6 months because I was 6 months. I thought that's what I heard before, but I was wrong. A whole year is literally sensational.
So it's not all paid. It's like some of it's paid and some of it depends on if you've been employed somewhere. Mm-hmm. Like there's different situations, but it's a full year. What? A full year.
That's awesome.
How many maternity days are mandated in the US? 0 days.
Yeah.
I think it's one of the only countries in the world that doesn't have like mandated time. Like your employer gets to decide.
Yeah. I mean.
Yeah. A full year. What do you think about that?
I think that is shocking. That is like, we're fending for ourselves. Like, good luck trying to take the baby to work. Have them become the new intern.
It's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy to me.
Wow. Okay, final two.
Mm-hmm. Okay, what we got?
Jaywalking.
Okay.
Legal? Do you do it? Legal or illegal in the UK?
Illegal.
To answer your first question, I do, but not.
Yeah. I jaywalk all the time.
In the UK, I feel like it is legal there, though.
It is. Yeah. You won't get in trouble for jaywalking. And they think it's weird that Americans can't cross the street where they want.
I think because we were in London doing something, and everyone just started going, like, you know? Yep. There's no time to waste. You gotta hustle. So
that's wild. I thought I watched a video recently. Maybe they said you don't get in trouble for jaywalking. I just for some reason I thought you did. But I know like a lot of people in the comment section were saying no, you just like look both ways and cross the street, and that's what I was saying in the video. I jaywalk all the time, and I guess she's right because some people were saying we don't like consider that jaywalking. Like they just walking across the street when you need to, and that's how I feel. You look both ways, and if nobody's coming, you should be free without worry about getting in trouble to walk across the street. It's weird that jaywalking is even a term that people would get in trouble for crossing the street when they need to. Now I would understand if there are a lot of people out here just crossing the street at terrible times, getting hit by cars because they ain't look both ways, they ain't see what was coming. But if you're safe about it, you shouldn't get in trouble.
But in America, it's very much like you're looked at like, ooh, that crazy person.
Don't cross unless
don't do anything. Like
you're at a crossing, and it's your turn to go,
That's
which
crazy.
is weird.
Yeah,
but I feel like the UK is more of a pedestrian place anyway, so maybe that makes
sense.
I can
feel
Whereas
that.
Here, if you're in the suburbs, like where we live in Florida, where we grew up, like you're not walking anywhere. That's weird.
That's very strange.
So strange.
Yeah.
Okay, final question. This is open-ended.
Okay.
Do you have any idea what an allotment is?
Yes, an allotment is like a plot of land. That's the best I can give you. I don't know exactly how to define it. I'm just gonna say a plot of land. Yeah.
Gosh.
Allotment.
Something to do with time. In your job, maybe? Like
I feel like that's a good guess, but that has nothing to do with it.
Really?
So an allotment is basically when they okay, so you know how in the UK garden means yard?
Yes.
So an allotment is, I feel like, what we would call a garden, but they are not in their house. So think of like a village.
Yeah. Okay.
They will have a piece of land that's divided up into like rectangles.
Yeah.
And each one is basically an allotment, or it's basically a garden that you can, I guess you rent it. Or you can own it. But
I just didn't know how to explain. I knew exactly what you was talking about. I didn't know how to explain it.
Not in your backyard, but it's a garden. Like so it's like if you have an allotment, you go to this place like in the village or wherever you live to like tend to your vegetables, but it's not in your house. It's not near your house.
I like that.
So,
it's like a little garden away from your home.
Yeah,
that's nice.
basically.
That's kind of charming. I don't know if we would. We like farm, but not.
Yeah.
I mean,
no.
Maybe they do in cities, but I've never actually seen one.
Right.
We didn't grow up in the city.
No.
But even in the suburbs of the UK, they have allotments. I feel like it's because there's no space for actual gardening in many people's houses, whereas here you would just have it in your backyard.
Yeah.
But yeah, an allotment is like a garden away from your home.
The more you know.
The more you know. So guys, thanks for watching this video. Some of you were interested in an American's reactions to certain things, which I feel like we got some good ones, especially when it comes to vacation time and ambulance costs and all of that. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.
I definitely enjoyed seeing that reaction. And yeah, the UK, there's a lot of things that are just better in the UK, that the UK does more, that shows like, UK, we actually care about the people when it comes to like annual leave, and when it comes to sick leave, unlimited, when it comes to maternity pay, that's caring about your citizens. Where the US is, we care about the bottom line. You care about the almighty dollar. That comes first and foremost when making any decisions. So no, you don't get a right to health care. No, you don't get, your employer is not required to give you maternity pay. No, you don't get unlimited sick days. You're sick, I don't care, you better get in here and work. That's absolutely awful. When you truly sit down and think about it and just let it soak in, awful. But that's all we got. Let me know you guys' thoughts in the comment section. I'm very intrigued to hear what you guys think. If you enjoyed that, don't forget to subscribe, give the video a thumbs up, and check out the next one. It's your boy D-Neil, out.